All right, this is the truck I need. Plus, look at this sick license plate. I see you. Surprise, surprise, Grant and I are on the interstate again because that's the only place we ever drive anymore.
Our favorite road.
Our favorite road, Interstate 80. We're going home. Might check the P.O. box. Oh, by the way, Grant's giving my Aurora Farms clothing plug here. Link in bio. Anyways, or the description. Link in the description. This is the Instagram. We're going home. We have a whole bunch of stuff to get done today. Busy, busy day. Mostly with the thing we've been working on for like a year and a half now. So.
Before Aurora Farms started.
Before Aurora Farms even existed, we were working on this project. And it's all coming together today. So, it's a little bit of a big day. I just have my brother Adam deliver me out to the field because I'm gonna ride with Dad today. Thanks, Adam. Yep. Today I'm gonna ride with Dad in the drill. He's already setting up the GoPro, I can see. But yeah, we're drilling rye. I'll talk to him more about it and let you guys know more when I get in the cab. Oh, back in the seat of a tractor. Feeling good. So behind me we have the drill here. So we're drilling in some rye seed. Drilling is just another word for planting, but it looks a little bit different. So the rye we're putting in, the ryegrass, cereal rye, whatever you want to call it, we're putting it in 7-inch row spacings. And if you notice, we're planting on top of corn stubble and on top of a turnip and radish cover crop. So we kind of got a lot going on in this field. This was one of our seed corn fields. I was just gonna say, like, you guys watched us plant this and spray this and irrigate this. It got harvested while I was at college, and while we were destroying, this was one of the fields that we destroyed. You can watch that video, high power destruction of all males. That happened, honestly, probably like right here is where I filmed that video. While we were destroying all the males, I was spreading that turnip and radish seed. So that was able to grow, and then we harvested it. And then now we're putting in another form of cover crop to help with soil erosion, help try and keep some of the moisture in. Ironically, I think we're going to run this pivot on another circle to kind of help this seed germinate. So Dad wrote a pass with me to kind of teach me how to do this. I've never drilled anything in before. This drill was new to us last year. Right now I'm just sitting, it's ground speed driven. So however fast the tractor goes is how fast the wheels will turn, and how fast the rye will come out to plant it. We're putting about 2,000 pounds of downforce in. Trying to think of anything else interesting to tell you guys about this. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what speed I go. The ground is pretty dry, a little bit rough because when the seed harvesters came through, the ground was kind of wet, so they left some tracks. All right, another big difference between a regular planter, like for corn or soybeans, and a drill is that I don't have to pick up and set down the implement all the time. So I'm going to turn around, but I'm going to keep it in the ground. And because I'm keeping it in the ground, I can't back up, obviously, because that would mess up the discs. But I'm going to do a nice wide turn. But even if I turn as tight as I can't really make it to the next auto steer line. So I'm skipping one pass and then going to the next one. Let me find my line. Turn on that auto steer. Hands-free turning, so nice. And it'll get me lined up. And then because we're driving over ridges and cover crops and all sorts of stuff, I'm actually going to be driving it just because I think it's a little bit easier. So I turn the auto steer off once I've turned, but then I turn the lines on to paint so that even though my auto steer isn't on, it's still showing a green line where I'm driving so that I can keep track of where I've drilled and where I haven't. Here, I'll show you. See, so there's me skipping every pass. So I'm still driving, but the line is just painting. All right, so stop for a sec so that I can show you what the drill looks like. Also, I am back in my tractor, the 8345R. I love my baby. All right, so it's got a real long hitch. Okay, and we're back here. I'm gonna ladder here. Okay, ladder. Walk up here. Okay. And there we go. All right. Rye seed. Yeah. Ta-da! Yeah. Here's what the rye seed looks like. And then it's the same there and there. Well, I'm back here. Thought I'd show you how our radishes are doing. Check that out. Nice. It's gonna get huge. Much bigger than that, but that's what our turnips and radishes are doing. Here's a turnip. Aww. It gets a little bit boring in the cab by myself, so a lot of times I just have to sing and dance to keep myself preoccupied. Alright, so I've gotten to the point where the grain cart from when they were harvesting some of these dryland bean corners here. They had the grain cart over here, but it's in my way, so I'm gonna move that real quick. Grain cart girl again, I guess. Alright, now that that's out of the way, back to drilling. Here was the dryland bean corners here. This was the tilled dirt in between the seed corn and the dryland bean corners. This was isolation, so like males, but we chopped all this out and disked it, planted, you know, put some rye in. All right. Let's throttle up and get back to drilling. Look at how satisfying this is. So right now I'm working back on myself and filling in on the lines. That is nice. Things are going well. You don't have to think about this kind of stuff too hard. Just kind of drive. It's going well. I think Dad said we're going to rope off this whole section. Since we're putting two different kinds of cover crops on it, we're gonna rope off the whole section and move the cows here so they can eat the stalks, turnips, radishes, and ryegrass. All right, so here's a dryland corner where we had beans on the seed field, and Dad is on his way to harvest it. It's kind of weird that we're planting and harvesting, and honestly, we'll soon be irrigating in the same field at the same time. Life is crazy. Being in the cab all by myself was getting boring. Went home, got some lunch, and I got a friend. He's laying at my feet. I don't think Baxter has ever been in a tractor cab before. Maybe once when he was a puppy. Hey, baby. Yeah, good boy. He's being a great cab buddy for me. What a cutie. Baxter is just laying on my feet. He looks pretty comfy. He doesn't like when the steering wheel is down though, so I'm steering like that. The things we do for our dogs, right? Look at how cute he is though. I mean, come on. How could I resist? Alright, so I actually ran out of seed. So I folded it all up, and now I'm driving back to the farm to reload. It's a good thing I'm at the farm because I'm low on diesel exhaust fluid. So before I refill, I'm gonna do that. This is the same seed tender that we used for corn and soybeans. We just have rye seed in them. Now we'll fill up.
Oops, sorry. What's going on here?
I had my siblings come and take Baxter because they were going to the lake, and I'm going to head back out to the field. Well, I was finishing a pass, and I thought I should get out and look at this because my tire looks a little funny. This one. Look at this. I don't know if you can see what's wrong, but like the tire isn't connected anymore. So I'm gonna try and call Dad and Papa Kurt and see if they can help me, because I honestly have no idea what to do. You guys won't believe what I'm doing. I'm watching a pivot. Does it feel like summertime yet? Or springtime? I'm planting, I'm irrigating. This is crazy. Yeah, so I'm watching this pivot, making sure it's actually going in reverse. We're running this pivot to help the rye seed germinate, and it'll also help the cover crop, so like the turnips and radishes. And then I'm also going to add some drip oil, and then go shut off another pivot. We decided that planting the rye wasn't as big of a deal as harvesting is, so I don't really have anyone to help me fix it. So I guess the tractor's just gonna be parked there until they can get to it to fix it. Oh well, it's a good day planting, I guess. On to pivots. Wait for it. And yeah, do you see that? The bar is pushing into the pivot stop, and it will, oh, there we go. Stop the pivot. Now I just need to shut the engine off.